Hi chums, it's a beautiful day today. Sun's shining, it's a bit windy. I hope the wind doesn't come through too much on this, but I need some potatoes for tea tonight, so I'm going up with a bag of Charlottes, so I'll just turn this thing down onto the potatoes. Where are they at now? I think that's them now. Yeah, I'll check that when I get these emptied out. These were put in at the end of April, so they were pretty late, you know, the middle of April. I'm not too sure when. But the last haul, it was £4.5. I said £5 at the time, but it was 4.5. So I've been pretty busy. So there we are, Charlotte. So that's the one we have at the moment. I'm just going to take the top off this here. I'll tell you why. There's like a sort of there's a wee weed growing in it. And there's a little weed growing in it, and it's a really invasive little thing, but it's easy dealt with if you just scrape it off. And I just put it in the compost heap and then do a bit of a spray. I was spraying today. A bit of bad news yesterday, folks. Or the day before. Mare's tail. We all know it, mare's tail. Never had it in my garden before, but I have it now. So I'll show you in a minute or two when I get this done. We'll see. Oh. Not too bad actually. Right, now I'm just going to move this camera slightly just to see where we are. That looks alright there. It's very hard to see in the sun actually, you know. But I've had to spray for the mare's tail today. So that was that. These are Charlotte, and look at the size of them. That's about perfect. That's about perfect there. So, and even that's pretty good. That size is nice too. But what do you call? Everybody's getting good spuds this year. I was looking at other people's hauls. Mossy Mac down south of me has done really well, but there's one of his potatoes that I'm really busting to see, and that's the old lumper potato, which was the potato that got ruined in the Irish famine. But it was a very poor grade potato, poor quality, but very, very, very proficient or prolific, and it meant that people got a lot of food, but a lot of very low quality food. But it was very susceptible to blight, and that was a potato that caused the famine. So Mossy got his hands on those. I don't know where he got those from, but I'd sure like to find out. But as I say, computer folks, I've got my computer back, and the guy in the computer place told me that the problem was that the windows in that computer were very corrupted. And I think it's obviously from the very start. Now there's another issue that's come up, which I think might have something to do with, which means I might have. Oh look, throwing the potatoes away instead of did exactly the same thing again. There's another thing happened that I mentioned to him, and he said to check out the Canon site. I said this camera is a Canon Legria or Legria, I think it is. And it's a FS306, and I went onto the Canon site, and there are drivers for everything except Windows 8. So then Blue Star Dave suggested that I download Windows 7 instead and run it. So I'll probably end up doing that, because if there's no drivers on the site. Now I left him a message saying, can you help me here to see have I missed something, but I've been through the whole site and no joy. So as I say, I'll get on to Canon about it. I left him a feedback thing, and hopefully they'll get back to me and let me know what's happening. That was the day before yesterday, I think. So the computer's still sitting in the box. I went to the computer place and got it. The guy who did it, I was very pleased actually. He was sort of a guy about my age, you know, in his late 50s, mid to late 50s. I'm 56. I think he was sort of near 60. But he was one of those real sort of calm guys that is sort of confident about what he's doing, and it made me confident in him then, you know. And he said that the Windows is very corrupted, so he wiped everything and reinstalled it with upgrades. So he said to me, not, and this is not me talking, this is him, that Windows 8 is giving problems and they're having to send out fixes all the time. So I suppose like anything else, the more we use it, the more things are thrown up. But the single biggest issue I find is trying to find files. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting the files on an external drive, my videos and stuff, because I think I've lost everything. Well, I've lost all my own copies of stuff. I copied my videos onto an external drive, right? But what I think I did was I copied the icon for the folder. It didn't actually take the video with it. It just took the icon for that film or that folder with 5 or 6 videos in it for the garden reveals, say, you know, the potato reveals. So it meant that I lost all my gear, all my stuff, but I don't care, you know. It's on the internet now, so it can stay there. It's not like something that's ever going to go back and do again, you know, or watch again. I very seldom watch my own videos. I watch them when I take them out of the camera. I watch them, and I put them up, and I watch them once after I put them up to make sure that I don't need to put in annotations or stuff like that, and I never look at them again. So what do you call it? It's not as if I've lost a whole lot, you know. It's something precious to me. A very good video series at the moment I'm watching. Tony's Allotment. Tony's building a polytunnel. There's about 5 pounds of potatoes in that, at least 5 pounds, I would say. I'll just spread them out and let you see the haul as it is. There you are, folks. That's pretty good, isn't it? There's a lot of dinners there for myself and Rosemary now. So what do you call it? Oh boy, I'm getting sore here. Tony's has built a polytunnel, and he's really put a lot of thought into this, and I've been watching it this past few nights in the middle of the night, and it's great when you can't sleep and you get up and somebody that you like has uploaded 6 or 7 videos, you know, or in Tony's case 14 at the moment. So super polytunnel build, and if I was the guy next to him who's going to build a polytunnel, I wouldn't be happy at all, because I know what I'd be competing against. But the one side of it is, if he has any sense, he'll watch what Tony did and take a lot of pointers from him, because it's a super build. So as far as polytunnel builds go, I would say it's definitely in the top 3 on YouTube. So it's worth looking at. I'll put a link down below here for Tony's video when it happens. Now, we'll see now if I can just do this here. Right, what I'm going to do now, folks, is I'm going to lift the camera and show you something, okay, that I'm not very happy about. Just trying to clean my hands a wee bit here. I'm just going to lift tripod and all here, so bear with me, okay. Oops, there's a sky for you. Right, turn this right so I can see what's going on. Right, folks, this is my problem. I never had this in the garden until now. Mare's tail, and it's very healthy looking mare's tail. So I've sprayed that 4 times today. Each time it dried, I sprayed it again. Now apparently you're supposed to crush the leaves, because they're like plastic. They're really tough. But I decided to just spray it once and see what happens. But the good news is that I was talking to my mate Paul about this, and he told me that one of the other guys was having a problem with mare's tail in his garden, and he went to a chemical company at the town beside me, and they gave him a concoction they make up themselves, and it sorted it out no problem. So that's very good news for me, and if it works I'll let you know about it. Look at this here. I'm really happy. Look at my onions. Aren't those really nice? Those are all about, well, they're about 2.5–3 inches in diameter, about 2.5 inches in diameter. Actually the ones at the front are a bit better, actually, you know. So I'll go around to the other side and let you see from there. And courgettes, I'm sick of looking at courgette. Oops. Forgot about the tripod, look. that. Now just turn that round. There we are, folks. Put my hand in beside that for some sense of scale. So a couple of inches wide to 2.5 inches. I'll just pull it up and let you see it. So it's quite a nice, put it in my hand there. Put it in my hand. So it's quite a nice onion. So I think I'll maybe pull those up now because they're starting to fall over. And while they're good. And then I built this little contraption. A la Dan in Allotment Diary. Because I wanted something to dry me garlic in and my shallots. So I've got those in there and it's working great. I just put it up high here to let the wind go through because it's very windy side here, and anything else I've tried has got blown off, you know. So I just made a very simple wooden frame out of 2x1s and 1x1s, and you can see how rough it is. I just drilled holes and drove the pipe through because it's only a temporary thing, but it'll probably become permanent. I'll be using this in 20 years hopefully. So there you are, folks. That's my wee tunnel for drying the stuff, and it's working great. It's raining a bit. My cabbage and my cauliflowers, look at this, total disaster. That happened to them really quickly. The cabbages were in there and they're doing it. They did okay, not great, but okay, just, you know. So there we are, folks. That's what we're at. Corn. I'll just do a quick look at the corn. Now the corn's about 8 feet high now, as you can see. Oh, I'm going to show you something else. I had a problem with my sky. And I said to John next door, would you mind chopping down the tops of 2 trees, please? And he said, absolutely no problem. He's a lovely guy, a farmer guy next to me. And he came out with a chainsaw, but you see what he did. This is going to make a huge difference to the light in my garden. Look. The 2 trees were there, just there. I wanted them just topped to where my finger is, right, to take about 10 feet off them. I took them right down to about 10 feet down from the ground. And he's going to do that the whole way along. That's going to give me a huge amount of light. So I'm going to take these down as well. Because over here, I don't get sunshine here until 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it just doesn't do very well over there. And that's why I don't bother with it much. It's all covered in weeds and stuff. Because I can't be bothered. And I'll show you one more thing before I stop. What time is this? 12 minutes. No more 10-minute videos, eh? So where do you see this? I have to show you this because this is beautiful. I'm colourblind. But even I can see it. This is nice. Isn't that lovely? Colour's not there. It's really beautiful. I bought a pack of seeds, and they're all different sunflowers in them. They what do you call it? There's ones coming here, look, and they've got like 4 or 5 heads coming on each plant, and they're really beautiful. There's another one over here, look, that Rosemary spotted last night. I kind of missed it, but I see it now. That's all different colours on it, look. Look at the colour of that there. Look, gorgeous. And then around the corner on the same plant, you know, you've got that one there. So as I say, it's going, and then there's another one there with a whole lot of different heads on it. So we're getting there. So that'll do for me, folks. I'll get this uploaded. I'm going to set my repaired. Oh no! Look at this here. There was one of my big hopes. This boy here has just collapsed over, dead. Oh, that's as dead as a doornail now, you know, that boy. But anyway, I'll upload this hopefully tonight. I'm going to set my camera up again and get it all ready and going, hopefully, you know. So there you are, folks. Right, that'll do me. All the best now. Bye bye, and thanks for watching, folks. Cheerio.